Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Whenever this video finds you, I hope you're having a rad time. I'm the Figure Dude, and on today's action figure finds and unboxings, we've got a bunch of stuff. Today is episode 50. Without further ado, let's talk about some figures. Dude. Welcome back. Like I said, today is episode 50, and I've been trying to kind of think what I wanted to do, if I was going to get a crazy, like a grail figure, one that I've been chasing down, if I was going to get like a huge lot of stuff. And I ended up just kind of picking up stuff here and there, and I picked up some stuff that I think is really cool. And just like in totality, we've got a lot here. Some stuff I wasn't really expecting. We've got some store pickups. We got stuff from eBay. I've got some custom belts. I've got some more decals. I got a bunch of stuff, so I will get everything off the table here so you can actually see. I'll go through it. I want you guys to see everything. Let's get to it. Alright, so first I wanted to go through all of my store pickups because I don't even know why I was driving around looking for things. I went to Walmart. I don't remember. I went to Walmart for something. I wasn't looking for any figures specifically, and then I ran across a bunch of stuff. I found an entire set of Elite 104 and decided to pick up the Solo Sokoa, the Braun Breaker, and then, oh, okay, I remember why I was out now. I was out because GameStop was having a sale, and if you were a pro member, if you bought one thing on clearance, you got 3 free. So I went to a bunch of GameStops around me and didn't find anything. The clearance at GameStop is pretty rough looking normally, and I didn't find a single thing worth even buying one of. The AEW figures that were on clearance were like the Dark Order and like Nyla Rose, and then even on clearance, like one of them was like $23.97, which if you get 4, like, it's not even a deal because they're so cheap. But I went to some Walmarts just while I was out, so I got Solo, I got Braun. I found the last 2 that I needed for the Elite series. I got my Ruthless Aggression Miz, got my Ruthless Aggression MVP, and then the one thing that I did pick up from GameStop, which I kind of forgot about these, was the Ultimo Dragon Legends of Lucha Libre figure. And I've wanted an Ultimo Dragon for a while. I have some Jax heads of his, but his Jax heads didn't come with the shoulder pads, so that was one thing that was missing, and I never really got around to making a custom, even though I've got some pieces, like I've put stuff together before, just never really finished it. And this attire just like screams WCW to me, so I really wanted this, and I'll probably buy some extras, maybe paint those up. But I grabbed these from the store, and then I got this Xavier Woods figure, and he is loose and has no accessories because I went to Walmart and he was just on the shelf. There was a Big E box, the Elite 98 Big E, the white attire with the WWE Championship, which is a great figure. I want to pick that up eventually. I already have one of his other Elites that came with the WWE Championship, so not in a rush to pick that up. But I've got Singles Run Big E, Singles Run Kofi, and then I wanted to get this King Woods figure, but it doesn't have any accessories. Like I said, someone had ripped open a Big E box, and the Big E was gone, but then there was an Xavier Woods, so this figure was just sitting on the shelf, and no box at all. All the accessories were gone, so I don't know what someone did. I don't know what their thought was. They stole one figure, left that box, stole the box of another figure, left this Woods. So I just took it up front, and I got it for $8. I was like, hey, this has no box, nothing. I didn't want to just walk out with it, and I paid $8. So $8 for an Elite. It doesn't come with accessories. There's the swappable hands, but it came with the gripping hands, which is what I want that more than, I think, like the fingers out the like long finger hands, whatever. I don't know. I don't remember. Anyway, I got the Xavier really real cheap, so I do want to get all the other ones out of their box quick. So I'm going to cut out. Be right back. Here is everyone out of the box, and I just think this lineup right here, we've got a different assortment, different series, different companies even, and I think it's just a perfect example of why right now is the best time to be a wrestling figure collector. I think Mattel is on a roll. We've got these smaller companies. Who makes the Legends of Lucha Libre? Boss Fight Studios, I think that is. This is their second wave. The first wave had Juventud, which I picked up that Juventud figure, and the scaling was a little small, and they fixed it. They went back, they made it a little bigger, and I think that Ultimo is spot on for size. I think the skin tone is a little pale. I don't know, that might just be my opinion. It is my opinion, but I know I could be right or wrong there, but I think he's a little pale, but other than that, I think it looks really good. It's pretty tight, the joints are pretty tight, so got to heat that up to get it move a little better, but I'm not shy about how much I love the Ruthless Aggression era, and that is all parts of it. So that includes The Miz on ECW with Morrison doing the dirt sheet. When they announced this Miz figure, I was so pumped, because I have sat and waited for that Elite 3, I think it was Elite 3 Miz, in this, not this exact attire, but this look, and not only did they give us a new one, they give us, the attire he wore in that Jax line in this outfit. We get the chairs, we get the hands for him to do his like weird pose that he started then and still kind of does, I think. We got the hat that like has the bandana underneath, and Miz was just like not generic because like no one dressed like that, but it was like such a product of the time, and I still think it's so funny that is how the Miz started out, because just top to bottom, like he was such a tool, and I hated him so much, and like the respect I have for him now is like it just cracks me up how far he's come. But I was really excited to get that figure, and when I finally saw it at Walmart, I've seen a bunch of The Rock. When I finally saw Miz, I was really pumped. Solo here, I'm not the first one. What were they thinking? I don't know what they like. I could even forgive the torso if the legs weren't so long and skinny. He is short and stocky, and I think he might be, I mean, my ring could be off level, but I don't think he's that tall, and Braun Breaker is like 6'1", so like the towel goes a little above that, but he might be a little too tall. Like the torso, like I could forgive the torso if the lower legs weren't so skinny, but they're like, he's got some twig legs. I don't know, just the idea was there, and I think the execution of Solo was awful. I didn't make a custom with Solo for a long time because I didn't know, I didn't know what formula to use. I thought doesn't have an entirely unique body, but this is not Solo Sikoa at all. Deco wise, like it looks good. I like the red. I like how they did the white here, because he wears white under his pads. I think he does wear a knee brace most of the time, so I'm going to put a knee brace on him. But you will see, I already have some plans for him. So step one was just to get my hands on a Solo, and even like I think the head is too small. I think the head is too small for Solo, but you'll see what I have planned towards the end here. But other than that, like I like that they gave him a new towel, although I've seen people saying that he only ever wears a black towel, which sounds right to me. I don't know if he's ever worn white, but I do have some of those black towel accessories. I'll give him one of those. He's got his We the One shirt, which I appreciate. No Velcro or anything, that just goes on. And then he's got the pointing hands. And then he's got the fisted hands, and then you can see the gripping hands. The Braun Breaker came with the new NXT title. I had to step away between getting out of the box and getting back to here, and I can't find where I put the belt. So he comes with the new NXT title. It's updated with the color in it. It looks good. It's still the same mold, I believe, but looks good. This might be one of my favorite figures I've picked up in a while. I think it's fantastic. They like upper body wise, I think it works. this single torso I think is a little too ripped for a lot of the guys, but it works. It's fine. They made his head a little bit bigger, and I think that fits the body better than the first basic we got. And then as far as the leg, so instead of giving him the mold that has like the actual like the Ryback legs, they gave him some of the try to think like Dolph Ziggler legs. So he's on ball joints, and then like that works for him because he wears his Under Armour tights underneath here, and it just continues, which is how his tights look. So I really liked that. They gave him fisted hands, and then they gave him the open hands, which I mean that's what we need right there. I think that's a great figure, and I'm so excited I want to get that Chase figure as well. And then I did pass on the Rick Steiner for now, just because I didn't want to spend a ton of money, more than I was already spending, but I'll get that Rick eventually. It's not like my favorite iteration of him, so I'll get Rick eventually. And then we've got Scott coming, like all the Steiners. I want all of them. And then we've got Xavier, kind of already talked about that. And then we've got this MVP, which admittedly I'm a little disappointed with. MVP has some really colorful attires. He had like, if it would have been me, I would have chosen either purple or blue. He had a lot of different ones, but when I think of MVP during the Ruthless Aggression era, especially like that 2005 kind of time period, I think of the purple with the like white boots, just, I don't know, not black and silver. But outside of that, the execution on this thing, I think, is fantastic. The hands on him, so I don't like that they gave him Rey Mysterio's hands, but what I am going to give them credit for is nailing the design on the gloves. If you were a kid, if you were a middle or high schooler in the mid 2000s, there's like a very niche group, and you played football, then you know exactly the Under Armour gloves that he is wearing, and they nailed it. I had a pair of these in red. My school colors were red, white, and blue. I had a pair in red. I had a pair in blue. I thought it was so cool to see MVP wearing those gloves. Rey Mysterio wore like some Nike gloves at one point. But I don't know. I just thought it was always so cool. And then like the protect his house thing, or protect this ring, I think was Under Armour's thing was protect this house, and I think MVP kind of just took that, put it on his sleeves. But I think this is a fantastic figure. Just not the attire I would have gone with, but I'm not going to knock it because I think it's fantastic, especially without the pins. Like it's so clean. I don't really have any issues with mine. Obviously, he is on ratchet joints, but like all the MVPs are, so that's always going to be something that annoys me, but overall, I think that's really nice. So I'm going to leave all these right here, and then I'm just going to keep grabbing stuff from my pile of goodies. I'm going to keep going through the figures that I picked up, because I picked up some stuff that were not figures, accessories. So this lot I found on eBay. It's one of the save listings I've had for quite a while. It's a full lot. It was 3 figures I picked up, but I picked it up for one reason and one reason only. So first off in here, I got a couple of FTR Unrivaled bodies. So we got this one. We got both of them. We got Dax, we got Cash, and like I said, I'm always in the market to pick up some fodder lots, and I don't really do AEW customs, but as I slowly pick some stuff up, I probably will just like if for no other reason than just getting bored doing Mattel customs, like maybe I'll start adding some Jazzwares stuff into the collection. But I picked this whole lot up for $25, and while I would not pay that for either of these 2 bodies, I would absolutely pay $25 to pick up the Mattel Elite Scott Dawson. So I did not pick these up in stores originally. We got the Revival in the, was it Target NXT line? They were Target exclusive. I don't remember if it was the NXT line, but I happened to get the Dash Wilder Elite in like a lot, I think. So just on their own, they're relatively pricey. Like I'm pretty sure Scott Dawson is going to run like $50 around there, something like that. So like not anything too crazy, but I don't like paying that much above retail for figures. But I picked up this whole lot. It was $25. There wasn't a single Scott Dawson even close to that price, so got these 2 extra bodies as well, and now I've completed my revival in Mattel Elite form, and I am going to make some customs of them because like I don't love these bodies, but I like the just uniformity of them. Got to put them next to my American Alpha Elites on my shelf, so really excited to pick up that Scott Dawson. That maybe not a grail figure, but one that I've really been trying to chase down for a while, and I got it for a decent price, so I was really excited about that. Okay, so next is the fodder lot I bought, and I paid $30 for this. No one wanted it. I don't know why. I thought it was a steal. The starting bid was like $15 with $12 shipping, and no one ever bid on it. So that's what I got it for. I got it for just under $30 with tax and shipping and everything. So this is definitely a customizer lot. Like you'll see. So first thing I've gotten here is just a Jax body. No head. It's a Benoit body. I don't think I'm really going to do anything with this. That'll probably just get tossed. Not a huge deal. Sometimes you gotta have a couple 4s to appreciate an 8. But next up after that, we've got a Pat McAfee body with no jersey, no feet, no head. Just, I'll probably salvage the neck peg from this. Here we have, whoopsie. Drop a piece. I've got 2 Shelton Benjamin basic bodies with no lower arms, no legs, but again, let's salvage those neck pegs. You can never have too many neck pegs when you're customizing. I'm trying to get through all the basic stuff. Here we go. Ooh, this one excites me. We've got a Hideo Itami body, and we've got these pinless arms that they briefly tried out. So they had these on basics where they were pinless, but not double jointed. So I liked these. I liked the look of these. I like the articulation with them was fine. So I like them. I was kind of disappointed. A lot of people complained about them. They didn't like them, which like the elbow is kind of weird, but again, we've got some arms that we can take from here and neck pegs. Team neck peg. What do we got? More basics. So what I'm gonna do with these. So let me just go through this box here. I do wonder. So like I assume that when I'm buying big lots of fodder with specific pieces gone, that I'm buying from like one of the like regular customizers that I see in the community, but I never know. So, oh man, this is a disappointment. No neck pegs. So we've got a couple Johnny Gargano basic bodies. Definitely going to be able to use those knee pads. Navy blue is not a common color you get for knee pads, so that'll be nice to add. And then not 2, but we've got 4. We've got 2 more. These do come with neck pegs. Praise the Lord. And then we've got some more knee pads here, but we are not done with this box. We've got some more basic goodies. Oh, here we have a Deluxe Aggression Benoit body. I used to buy a lot of Jax Benoit figures before custom head scans really blew up. Here we go. We've got a couple of the Dolph Ziggler basics in the pink. Green, what the hell? Obviously, we've got neck pegs with these, but this is a good basic, so I might end up throwing an extra Dolph head on this. I don't know, maybe I don't have one, but really, we've gotten about to the end here, and this is what I bought this lot for. So I didn't just buy this lot so that I could get 10 neck pegs. This lot was full of Owen Hart. Is it Unrivaled or Unmatched? Unmatched. I don't remember. Let's go with unmatched. I think it's unmatched. So we've got 1, 2. I'm not going to stand all these up. 3, 4, 5, and 6. We have 6 Owen Hart bodies, no heads, which is fine. I don't like, I'm not a huge fan of the Owen scans that they've given us, and it wasn't a deal breaker for me. I'm not even, like, I didn't buy these to make Owen Harts. I figured it was a generic enough body, like generic enough torso. He's got tight long pants on, and then white boots in general are just hard to come by. I don't have a lot of that in my collection, so I don't know. I'm sure I'll have something. Maybe, I don't know, maybe I'll end up making a Benoit with one of these. I don't know. I never really have a plan a lot of the times when I'm buying these big fodder lots, but for $30, I figured what the heck, pick up. I mean, I'm paying $5 if I just think about these Owen bodies, $5 each for all of them. Like, I'm not gonna pass that up. So I was really excited about that. But then we've got a couple more things to round it out. Okay, next up, got my envelope from Curbstomp Decals, but before that, I lied. I have one more Owen, so I've got 6 Owen Hart bodies. So, I don't know, coming to Work in Progress Wednesday near you in the future sometime once I figure out. If you guys have any suggestions or ideas, I would love to hear it, because I haven't really had anything come to the top of my head. But these Curbstomp Decals are very bloodline centric, so I didn't do this on purpose. First things we have are decals for Roman Reigns, and obviously we are not at a loss. We are at no shortage of Roman Reigns elite figures, but I got the chest and arm tattoos. I've got the back tattoos because I want to make an elite Roman with the Rock torso. So this is mine. I did not buy this one. This is from some pieces I had. So what I'm going to do is just take this Rock body, and I am going to make a Roman with that. I've always thought that is the torso that they should have used for his elites. We are getting the Ultimate Edition that's supposed to have that Hogan torso. I think that looks fantastic, but I want an elite version that I think is a little more accurate. So that is why I picked these up. I've been sitting on this, just waiting to pick these up. So I'm excited for that. We'll just throw Roman back here with old cousin Solo. Next up, we have decals for Main Event Jey Uso. I went back and forth on what Jey I wanted to make. I've already got black versions of Jey. They're in their black pants, but I've got the Ultimates coming, so gonna make a singles run Jey. I've got some Don't Piss Me Off decals, so I can add those to a Jeff Jarrett custom. This one is a little special, so I've got Jacob Fatu's tattoos, because I have his tights design is available to me in 3XR Studios decal library. But I got the Jacob Fatu head scan from Headeration a while back. So if you don't know who he is another relative of the Anawais. I think, pretty sure so. He is in MLW. I guess for like legal issues, he's kind of never, like, he's been off WWE's radar, but pretty popular in the indies. I wanted to make him because, I mean, why the heck not? I always talk about filling my shelf. He is part of the bloodline. Maybe one day we'll get a pick fed going with all my customs, and he'll just happen to join it, and Cody will never finish the story. But we've got his tattoos. I'm excited for that one. I've got some honorary Uso tattoos, decals, because I mean, I assume Mattel is going to give us Bloodline Sammy, but they showed us we're getting a WrestleMania Sammy, and then they showed us the we've seen basic Sammy with a new head from when he tagged with Kevin Owens at WrestleMania, and then he's got the Sammy like Zayn shirt. Like we just saw this. So I don't know where that is. Maybe it's in like a set. But I just figured, what the heck, I've got the pieces. So I'm going to make a Bloodline Sammy for myself. Next up is Midian. So I've got everything pieced together. I need to finish the Ministry of Darkness, so I picked up the decals from Midian. I'm going to be making an ROH CM Punk because I don't know what is going to happen with AEW, with his AEW figures. I was really hoping we'd get that Jazzwares ROH Punk, and then I thought we weren't going to, and then Punk came back, and I thought we were going to, and now I don't know. I don't think we're going to, so I'm going to move ahead with a custom that's been on my desk for like a year and finish up that ROH Punk. Next, we've got some decals for Kona Crush, new generation guy. So if you don't know him, you're not going to care, but for me, someone I always thought was really cool, had a lot of different kind of looks and gimmicks in the new generation. He was in the Nation of Domination. I think he was in the in DOA, the Disciples of the Apocalypse. He was Kona Crush. He was Evil Crush. But I want to start making some customs with him because he's someone that I really want in my collection. Next up, we have the Cincinnati Moxley decals. And this is actually for a commission I'm doing for someone, but been waiting on these. Picked these up. By the time the video's up, this might already be, like, this Moxley might be shipped, like, done and shipped out, but got those for him. And then lastly, for decals, we have some Juice Robinson decals, and this is going to be his outfit from All In, when he wore, like, I think he wore gold tights, and then he had, like, white boots with the flames on them. So I'm going to do a Jay White and a Juice Robinson together, and I was going to do him in jeans, even though I didn't really want to. So I might end up doing them both. I ended up ordering both decals, but once I saw Curbstomp had these ones available, I hopped on those. I was really excited because that's kind of what I really wanted to do. So that's everything for the decals. I have one more package here from Kaos Wrestling Klub. So this I actually got in a trade. I had the 1 in 5,000, 3,000, I don't remember, Darby Allin from one of those first Unrivaled series, and I traded that. You know, I started out like getting those, and then just their distribution is weird, and I'm not even convinced that the AEW chases are all that hard to grab. So what I ended up doing was trading that Darby away and getting some custom belts. It just turns out that the guy who owns is Kaos Club Wrestling was interested, so I ended up trading with him and got some just fantastic looking belts. So they came packaged like this, and I do have, so he also sells belts unpainted, so you can get them unpainted. Obviously they're a little cheaper that way, and I did that just kind of like round out the total value. But I got the new WWE World Heavyweight belt unpainted. Just going to paint that up, put it on the black strap here. And I have a few belts from him. I've got the FTW belt, got the NWA Championship, and then the new New Japan belt, which personally not a big fan of. I think the old sign is beautiful, and I think what they did to it was terrible. But anyway, moving on here, we have the GCW World Championship belt, which I got to put on my custom Deathmatch King Matt Cardona figure, which I just think all of it just looks fantastic here. This was a work in progress Wednesday, I believe, video where I did him, painted this head up from Head Gimmicks. We got the GCW belt on him, and I said in that video, I think that what Cardona's doing in the indies is fantastic. I think he played it perfectly. I think that he has a perfect character for what he's doing, and I'm not this like massive Matt Cardona mark, but I'm gonna give him respect where I think it's due. Sorry, I'm trying to make some room here. Next up, we have the Rev Pro World Championship, and I wanted to get this to go with my United Empire Will Ospreay figures. So I've got my Will right here. Gave him that Rev Pro belt. Okay, I didn't tighten it. These belts are fantastic. They're painted well. They've got like little jewels on them. Just, I don't know. I am highly impressed by these. And they're normally like, I think $20 or $25 each. So, I just pick them up when I can. And he has a lot of belts that he makes. And they're all fantastic. So, we've got the Rev Pro belt, GCW belt, and then I showed you guys the World Heavyweight belt that we've got from, or that I need to paint up. So, got that here. But that is going to be everything for today, for episode 50 of Action Figure Finds and Unboxings. Obviously, not going to be stopping buying action figures anytime soon, so there'll be more episodes like this. I'm not running low on fodder either, so not in a desperate move to pick that up. So maybe I just need to make more customs, sell some more customs, but who knows? You never know what's going to happen. But if you have been with me the whole time, thank you very much. We've got so many more things to do here on the channel, so many more customs, things to unbox, just you name it, showcases. I've just kind of rounded out the Ruthless Aggression era with my showcase videos, and while I was doing those, I picked up a bunch of new Ruthless Aggression figures, so even that, I'm gonna go back and do that eventually. But more to come on the channel. Please continue to like, share, subscribe. Obviously, I appreciate it. Thank you all very much, and remember, you can't buy happiness, but you can buy more action figures. Figure Dude out.